A tense moment in Chicago caught on video has everybody, including the pilots, asking, how did that happen?
Tower Southwest 2504, how'd that happen?
The incident happened between a Southwest Boeing 737 and a Flexjet Challenger 350. The Challenger is a private jet built by Bombardier and is typically used to ferry around VIPs or other wealthy individuals. Flexjet is a charter service that allows you to rent these planes instead of having to purchase one outright. The incident happened at Chicago's Midway Airport, which is one of Chicago's busier airports. The airport currently has 4 active runways, with a 5th being inactive. In the incident, the Boeing 737 was lined up to land on runway 31 Charlie. The number 31 indicates the heading of the runway, while the Charlie indicates that it's the center of 3 paired runways. The runway to the left, 31 Lima, is a much smaller runway used for much smaller aircraft. The runway to the right, 31 Romeo, is a much larger runway but is currently inactive and is being used as a taxiway. The Flexjet aircraft started by calling up ground control asking for taxi clearance.
Ground, Flexjet 560, signature with Tango.
And last call again?
Flexjet 560, signature with Tango taxi.
The ground controllers had to ask the pilots to repeat the request, probably because they were quite busy in the tower. This is a very busy airport with a lot of ground and air traffic.
Flexjet 560, runway, actually departure frequency is 119.35. Runway 22 left. What taxi are you coming out of?
We're over at Whiskey, Flexjet 560.
Ground control responds by telling them they'll be taking off from runway 22 Lima and asking where they are on the airport. At an airport, all runways are labeled with a number indicating their heading, followed possibly by a letter indicating they're part of a set and which one they are. Runway 22 left means that the runway's heading is approximately 220 degrees, and it is the left of at least a pair of 2 runways. The pilots replied that they're on taxiway Whiskey, which is outside of the signature private aircraft hangar.
Flexjet 560, roger, taxi via Foxtrot and hold short of runway 22 right. Plan for runway 22 left.
All right, plan for 22 left, Foxtrot Whiskey, Flexjet 560.
The pilots are told to taxi via Foxtrot and hold short of runway 22 right. These hold short instructions are critical and must be read back. A hold short instruction tells the pilots they may taxi to a certain point and no further. These instructions are meant to prevent a plane from taxiing onto an active runway or onto an area where another plane is already cleared. But did you hear it? The Flexjet made their first big mistake. Here, let me play it again.
All right, plan for 22 left, Foxtrot Whiskey, Flexjet 560.
Not only did they get the taxiways wrong, calling back Foxtrot Whiskey instead of Foxtrot, they also neglected to read back the hold short instruction. Usually the controller will correct a bad readback, but in this case they didn't, probably due to being very busy in the tower. We don't hear anything more from Flexjet for a few more minutes until they call back asking for clarification on their taxi instructions.
Hey, ground, Flexjet 560, just want to confirm our taxi instructions for 22 left from signature.
Yeah, where on the ramp are you, sir?
We're at Signature Aviation at Alpha taxi.
The pilots replied that they're at Alpha when last time they mentioned that they were at Whiskey. This might indicate that they're unfamiliar with the airport, but they made the right move by asking for clarification instead of forging ahead with incomplete information.
Okay, taxi Alpha, Foxtrot, hold short of 22 right.
Alpha Fox, hold short, 22 right, Flexjet 560.
The controller issues them the same instructions, but this time they read back correctly. Just after this exchange, on a different air frequency, Southwest 2504 is cleared to land on runway 31 Charlie.
2504, Midway Tower, runway 31 Center, 3 land.
Southwest 2504, clear to land, 31 Center.
The next time we hear about our Flexjet aircraft is when the tower preemptively calls them up, giving them further clearance to taxi.
Flexjet 560, turn left on runway 4 left, cross runway 31 left, and hold short of runway 31 center.
This airport has ground radar allowing the air traffic controllers to track all the aircraft where they move on the ground. It's not uncommon for a ground controller to be actively monitoring all aircraft on the ground and provide further instructions before aircraft meet their hold short point. But this next reply is worth paying attention to.
All right, left on 4 left, cross 22 or 13 center, Flexjet 560.
Even I had a hard time following that, but note that he read back that he was cleared to cross 31 center, but Tower picked up on this immediately.
Flexjet 560 negative, cross runway 31 left, hold short runway 31 center.
Cross 31 left, hold short 31 center, Flexjet 560.
This time they read back correctly, and it almost sounds like it was read back by someone else. This might indicate that a more senior pilot was giving a newer pilot some flight experience. And then near disaster strikes. You can hear the air traffic controllers trying to break through on a congested frequency, trying to tell the Flexjet plane to stop and hold short. But the plane continued taxiing onto the runway, right in front of the landing Southwest jet. But the 737 pilot saw the Flexjet and immediately took action.
Southwest 2504 going around.
2504, roger that, climb maintain 3000.
The control tower was clearly not happy.
Flexjet 560, hold your position there.
Hold position, Flexjet 560.
Flexjet 560, continue across the hold short of hotel.
Cross hold short, hotel, Flexjet 560.
Flexjet 560, your instructions are to hold short of runway 31 center.
The Southwest pilots then asked the question that everyone wants to know the answer to.
Tower Southwest 2504, how'd that happen?
They don't get an answer, but everyone on the ground frequency does.
Flexjet 560, possible pilot deviation. Advise you contact Midway Tower at a number when you're ready to copy.
When a pilot screws up bad, they're asked to call the control tower for a possible pilot deviation. In this case, Flexjet might have been having troubles following directions, or they might have been confused by the complex runway layout. They might have believed that they were only crossing runway 31 left and that 31 Charlie was still ahead of them. It also doesn't help that the intersections between two runways aren't as well marked for hold short points as taxiways are. The Flexjet plane was instructed to taxi along the runway and not a taxiway. This is a fairly normal procedure, but it may have played a factor. But these pilots will be interviewed by the NTSB to find out their side of the story, so we'll have more information soon. Thankfully, both planes got to their destination safely.